Hello, everyone, and welcome to your monthly card readings. I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy, and I am joined by my beautiful co-host, Jennifer Jurkofsky.
Hello, hello. Well, this is exciting and new.
It is. We usually do this as a recording, not a live as we are at the moment, but we're
late. And so we are getting ready to do it. And then we were talking and realized, oh, we're doing this on the full moon. This is the last full moon in this 9-year for completion, and thought, what if we went live and actually gave you guys the full 22 card reading live?
As a gift for holidays, because we're in such a transformative time.
Absolutely. And that way, for those of you who are members, thank you so much for being a member of Twillow Lifestyle and coming in every month and seeing the full reading. And for those of you who are not, you get to see what the full reading looks like so that you know why you should be a member, especially because it's still free.
Come and join us. So in the meantime, this is a collective reading. So if you guys are joining us, then just know that this is a collective reading. So we're not doing individual ones at the moment, but we shall see. Perhaps we will do one at the end. We'll see. See how we're doing.
See how we feel.
We're going to do this whole mystique thing. We're going to keep it mystery, whether we're going to do it or not. Okay, we're going to do it.
You twisted Tanys's rubber arm, man.
But not too many. We're just going to do a few. So, between 3 and 5, we'll see how we feel. Okay? Shall we do this? I'm on the wrong side.
You are.
Avert your gaze. Avert your gaze. There we go. Because I usually go first. And so I should be on that side because that's how we read.
It is how we read.
Whoops. Oh my goodness. There is a lot of energy coming in here. Okay, that's too many. That's 4, guys. We only do 1 usually for each deck.
Let's do this.
All right.
Sometimes 2.
All right. Oh, I got 2 as well. Okay, maybe we're going to be doing 2 this month.
22 card reading might be 44. Who knows by the time we're done?
It does happen occasionally. We get extra cards.
So, I don't think we've ever had 44, though.
No, it's just the odd ones that usually come in like that. Okay, but this is, unprecedented times right now. So really, you feel those energies? It's unprecedented times.
It has been wild energies.
It has. The energy tonight is like, I hope everybody can sleep okay tonight, because it's to disrupt sleep a little bit.
Yeah.
So
basic exercise, guys. If you don't know what it is, go watch our Twillow talk.
Yep. Me too. All right. So the first one is the Archangel Michael cards. And so what we're doing with that one, they are telling us to recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. So stay alert and open to divine guidance.
Nice.
Okay. And then that is seconded by the second card. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance that you need. So I would take this also as, Jen and I were talking about this just before, that things seem to be manifesting really quickly.
Yeah.
Like we'll think about something and then it'll happen. So whether that's we're getting the messages and it's happening, or whether it's we're creating it, depending on your beliefs and framework, things seem to be like very close to whatever the information is that's going in or out, and then happens. So, that's how those two go together, is they're going to manifest really quickly. That's what's happening right now. So and I'm getting chills on that. So that's what this is about.
Yeah. And it's so interesting. So to follow up with that, I used the Ancient Stone cards, and what came out is how we stay true to that, right? So I've got scrying, which says trust your visions, intuition, and plant seeds. So it's very much holding space for what is true for you. And then I got to find your center, true to you, call it to you. So very much that energy of what is being manifest is not just real
willy-nilly.
Where did that go in my brain? It's not just willy-nilly, but it's about being in that space where we're connected. And as long as that's the space that we're in, then we're going to be able to stay true and call it to us, because we can trust our visions and intuition and what it's bringing forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, and true to a full moon, we are breaking barriers. So full moon energy is all about getting rid of stuff, like letting go. And you'll see here, you've got all this like sort of dead stuff in the brown around. Mm-hmm. So often what we do with plants, we trim back the dead stuff, because that allows that beautiful new growth to, if I could get the right direction, there we go, the beautiful new growth to grow in. So that's where we're at with that. So the more, and this is really indicative of the light codes coming in right now. And so as we see that is happening, there is stuff that is changing, like our vibration is changing, how we deal with the world is changing, all of those things. So this is really about cutting back on that stuff that's no longer serving, so that that new self can really come through and flourish. Yeah. And that is very indicative in the energies, especially today being a full moon.
Yeah, absolutely. Stand barefoot on the earth. And what's coming is, I do not want to stand barefoot in the snow, but it actually feels really good and it's really grounding. And so I think the energy here is ground. However that is for you, make sure that you're spending time grounding, because if we are in that place where we really are connecting, we also need to ground in order to be able to bring that energy forward. And it's also going to help us to speak our truth. So the more grounded we are, the more connected we are in all of that, the more those downloads, Tanys, that you were talking about, can come in. And we're going to be able to, if we're grounded, really bring that forward, right? And so speaking our truth also is how we call things to us, right? So again, it's all interwoven here.
All connected. And our crystal, which is fascinating because it was the crystal of the week.
Oh, very nice.
So beside me, it is selenite.
That's a beautiful piece of selenite.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's very, very cleansing. So selenite is all about transformation, transforming or transmuting the heavier energies into lighter energies. And that is going to be what this month is about. We're going to be, that's all about that, breaking the barriers, right? Let's cleanse through some of that. And we may need to use selenite a bit in the next bit to cleanse away and transmute some of that stuff that's coming through. So selenite, it's a great tool.
Well, and you can speak to this better than I can, because you are the crystal goddess lady. But selenite also can be charged to be whatever we need it to be.
Yes, and clear quartz as well. Those two are very good for that. And selenite doesn't need to be cleared unless it's heavy duty. It actually helps to clear other crystals, which is fascinating, and charge them. That's why you'll see selenite charging plates and stuff, and things like this, right? To keep crystals in. Selenite bowls. So those crystals that you have, that you use, in your pockets or your bra, take them out, toss them in a bowl that's like selenite, and that'll clear and charge them for you. It's great.
Yeah. So just thinking about that in terms of all of this work, if you have selenite, it does help to not have to carry or clear quartz, as you said, a whole bunch of different things. Like you can just, intend, okay, I need this energy right now. And it allows for that to come forward. Yeah. Which is so beautiful in this time, especially with what seems to be everything that's going to be coming through right now. Right. I know, we try to prepare for everything, but eventually it's like, it gets a little heavy if I got so many crystals in there. All right. right. So the essential oil, I digress. It is what it is. Of the month is grapefruit. So uplifts and detoxifies. And this is so fantastic. Again, this idea of uplifting and detoxifying, because with everything that's going to be coming through this month, and then also with what it entails in terms of, gatherings and all of that, being able to detoxify, release whatever it is that we need to release, and then bring our spirits up is so perfect for that. And so, as you can see on the bottom of the card here, there's a whole bunch of different ways that we can use it. So you can have it as an infuser. There's lotions for it. Medicinally, you can cook with it. And of course, you can just eat it. You can have juice. You can have all kinds of things with grapefruit. It's wonderful in that way. So
I love grapefruit soap.
Ooh, nice.
I've had that on occasion. Really nice.
So I'm going to stop us right there, because if this was a regular recording, this is where the initial part would stop on YouTube, and then you'd have to join the membership for the rest, so that now you know that everything you're getting from here on out is what would be in the membership page.
Right. So this would be your bonus for this month here on YouTube. So, well, and you're getting it on Facebook as well. So, that's cool. Romance cards. That's what we start with in the other one. And this is very, telling. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments.
Can we just yes?
Focus on partnerships. The situation involves wedding.
Oh, interesting.
Or marriage, right? So the more of this we do, the easier this stuff will come. And I'm not feeling, this says wedding, but I'm feeling marriage, right? Because it says the situation involves marriage. So let's work on forgiving, learning, bringing compassion into partnerships.
You know what's coming through? And I know we've talked about this before, but this healing piece really allows us to come home to ourselves. And so that marriage of who we are to who we are really come through as we do that healing work, which fits so well with everything that's already come through in terms of that connecting to the higher self to be able to get the messaging and move forward.
Yeah, definitely. So big thing. Forgiving and learning.
Yeah.
Self and others.
Absolutely. So the next card, and actually before I go into it, Rachel, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. Happy full moon to you too. Readings, can you have one? Yes. But right now we're going to do the collective reading. We're going to finish the 22 cards. And if you're still here with us at the end and you want that reading, we will give it to you.
Yes.
And yes, the moon is absolutely intense right now.
Absolutely. We're all kind of doing it.
Yeah.
We're all doing that. I'm going to star that just so we remember what's going on there.
Yes. Okay. So the next deck is the Healing Energy Oracle, and I got the card Goodness. Okay, and Goodness says, I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus, I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Isn't that the card you just did with the healing?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Again, you can't make this stuff up, guys.
And this one is the shadow work one. The next one's the shadow work. And this one speaks to inner cosmos. So again, it sort of lines up with what came through for you for the higher self. Because it says inner cosmos, to embrace the light, first acknowledge the dark. Trauma, seeing, go deeper, right? So that forgiveness and healing, learning, because healing is learning about self, right? So the more we can do that. And the microcosmic orbit is going through my head. So making sure that we're running the energy through the microcosmic orbit to keep the energy system moving well. That's going to help you to filter through some of that shadow energy.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Beautiful. And thank you, Rachel. You said you guys calm me down.
Oh, thanks.
So glad to be able to, hold that space.
Exactly.
Okay. So again, they do what they do. But so perfectly fitting. So this is the Inner Child Oracle. It says, connect with eternity within.
That's a beautiful card.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of being at Nordique or Kawena.
Oh, yeah. We need to do that.
Yeah.
Let yourself be held by love. Right? And it is that feeling of being in that space of love. Yeah. And then the other card, actually, it says, find your haven. So similar kind of energy. It says, there is a place of wonder waiting just for you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It is.
And so going in there and just being in there, like it'd be like so peaceful.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, either one. I'm happy to be there.
I kind of prefer the water one, but that's because I'm a fire sign.
But I love this idea too, right? Of this connecting to the eternity within can be that place of wonder that's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the space that allows for that connection and that journeying.
Yeah, definitely. So we have our animal guides now that are with us. And I love this picture, the wisdom in this one's eyes. So the first one, it gave me two. So I have giraffe, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, Archangel Jophiel. Look at the eyes of this guy.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. You want to talk about peaceful and calming energy too. Like there's just such a beauty and grace.
Majestic and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But we also got the ladybug.
Aww.
Accept happiness and good fortune, Archangel Preminelek.
Mm-hmm.
Ladybug. They're just little pieces of joy, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So the next deck is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. And I got the Shaman.
Oh, nice.
So again, it's this beautiful energy that wants to come through. It says, trust in higher forces. And I was told, read the extended message. So I'm going to do that really quick on this one. It says, there are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust. So call back your power and stop allowing external forces to divert you from the miracles you deserve. Hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct this situation and come out on top. The Shaman card also shows you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way.
That also speaks to that higher self.
Absolutely. There's a reason why they want that, red. And I think it's so beautiful to be able to see how everything so far in this message is deeply interconnected.
Yeah. And this is no different. So this one is the Healing Angels or Angel Therapy cards. And we got Cut Your Cords. So that's much like our breaking barriers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one here, we had those things to release, to cut off. This one too. So cut your cords. It says.
I'm laughing because look what I pulled.
Oh, yep, that'll do it. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. So continuing in the exact same theme, you just saw it, Kali Ma, divine severance. Cut the cords of dramas, fears, and limitations. I don't really need to add a whole lot more because you just said it.
Yeah. Yep. Very, very similar. All right. And what do we have? Woo. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. So these are the life purpose cards. And so it talks about your career path. It's more of a career kind of deck. I would say this is career, but other as well, because it's really trust your feelings and dreams. So that is about trusting. We had that in the first one, right? We had recognize signs from above. And this is like trust your signs from above. So trust what you're feeling and letting it guide you in your life, your career, forward.
Yeah. They're really honing it in tonight, guys. Like it's full moon energy. The guides are all here. It's pretty wild. So the next deck that I pulled from is the Divine Beloved deck. So again, this is a Sufi deck. It's a beautiful deck that resonates deeply with me. But if Divine Beloved does not resonate with you, put in whatever terminology does. But 3 fell out and I was like, no, I'm going to shuffle again. And then 3 came out again. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to go with it.
Yep.
The first one is Divine Assistance. Big surprise. I am open to receive. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. Acceptance. I accept myself. Let me love and accept myself as you love me. May I find you shining brightly within my own being. And boundaries.
Those go hand in hand.
I am entitled to say no. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who easily sets boundaries wherever needed. May I feel entitled to say no to any situation that feels bad or wrong. Fill me with divine confidence. Speak through me.
Yeah, very much. And that around this time of year too. Like that's an important reminder because we get caught up in all of the rush of the season and all of the external expectations. So really checking in and deciding where your boundaries are, where all of that is concerned. Right?
Yeah. And I love the progression of those cards, and especially in light of the entire reading so far, right? I'm open to receive. In that opening to receive, I'm going to be able to see me as who I am, not just, right, all of the issues that we're working through. And as I do that, I'm going to start to honor myself and love myself. And then I'm going to be able to set those boundaries because I know that I'm worthy of doing so. Like, it's just such a beautiful progression.
Yeah. Definitely.
And it speaks to everything we've just gone through.
It does. So Moonology, I did get a full moon, not the one in Taurus, but it is full moon in Scorpio. But it says it's time to release negativity. So I don't need to say more with that. I am curious, though, to look up full moon with Taurus, because I do think I would like, and guess what's on the bottom of the deck? Full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. I was going to go and look through the whole deck to find it, and it was right on the bottom. You can't make that stuff up.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is... All right, so Gateway of Light activation. I got Crystal Skull Wisdom. Yep. And is Bonita coming out? Oh, Oh, beautiful. So we've got clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. I mean, if that doesn't fit with all of this, I don't know what does, right? This idea of doing this work, which allows for that clarity to come through. There is such divine healing coming through this month. And high vibrational energy, of course, always comes when we go through that healing. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so much stuff coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good. So this is your mantra. I want to say hello to Ocean Garnet. Hello. We're doing our monthly card readings. We do the collective, and then if we have a little bit of time for a few, we'll do a couple of questions. The affirmation is in the Awakening Inspired Action category. And the affirmation is, there is only what life is asking of me. There is only what life is asking of me. Good reminder.
Yeah.
Stay out of your head.
That ain't the truth, man.
Yeah, we all go there.
The next deck is the polyvagal deck, and I got dorsal. So the dorsal state is that shutdown state that we can get in, and the practice is finding a lifeline. And so the concept, it says dorsal survival energy takes us out of awareness, out of connection, and out of the present time. We lose our sense of being anchored in the moment and feel untethered and need a lifeline. When we experience this sense of drifting away, a lifeline gives us something dependable to hold on to. And again, when we're in this work, especially when we're in deep healing work, it's so important to be able to have that lifeline, right? That connection, that ability for somebody to go, I got you. It's okay. So the prompt here says, bring to mind a moment when you experienced a slight pull of dorsal disconnection. Invite a lifeline to appear by experimenting with images to see what helps you feel held in time and space and brings a sense of connection. Once you find a lifeline, reflect on moments of dorsal disconnection of varying intensity. You may want one image for a small moment and another for a stronger pull. And make sure that your lifeline is strong enough to guide you back. And so the idea, what this is really talking about, is giving yourself opportunities to tap into what can be that lifeline for you, what can bring you back, so that as you're going through this whole process, you know what you need. And I talk about this in therapy with clients all the time. We don't just wait until there's a crisis to practice our tools. That's never going to work. We have to practice our tools when we're not in crisis, so that when we're in crisis, they become a natural thing for us to use.
Because if not, then you have to use your phone a friend option.
Which is also a lifeline.
You have done some breathing. Or more.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I bring up breathing, one, because I've done that before, and somebody asked me if I'd done any breathing, and I was like, oh, yes, I do need to do that. The other one is, this is your self-care, deep breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And that is our activity. A second one came out as well. So this one is pleasure.
Oh.
They could go together.
Breathe and pleasure, they do go together.
Yes, pleasure in multiple senses. So I'm feeling like, really, it's speaking, obviously, of more personal pleasures. But I do feel that this is also connected to tapping into really enjoying and being grateful for the pleasure that you find in the daily life, right? Mm-hmm. And breathing to help you ground into what's happening daily, and then where you're bringing that through. Mm-hmm. Okay, so breathe and pleasure to focus on for this month.
Beautiful. And then we got a couple mantras to carry us on, not mantras, mudras. It takes me a minute sometimes with the brain thing. And it's interesting because they really go together. And there's, I got higher meaning and reason and balance. So again, it is that ability to balance, right? What is happening and going on. So we have reason, but we can't get too much in the brain. And we have that higher meaning, which is going to help us to balance out what's going on inside the mind, right? So let's just go through them. So higher meaning, I'll show it to you guys, and then we can do it together. It's the thumbs are in, and then they're together. And then the fingertips are together. All right, so we're okay.
Is it upright like this, or is it down?
It shows it just out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Right, like if you were to look at the hand there, and it says, "This is a gesture for self-realization." Of course, it is. I'm just going to read the mantra here. It says, "My life and all that I do here and now are the expressions of a deeper meaning." So really, again, talking about that higher connection and how to bring that into the here and now. The next one is...
That one's tingly in the crown. It's tingly.
Yeah. The next one is reason. And so we've got that... The finger's in, the pointer finger is out, the thumb is up, and then the other hand you've got together with the hook, and you're just kind of right there. Okay. It says, think it over. The mudra for musing. Constructive and positive thoughts are the seed corn of a life of fulfillment and joy. So our ability to calm down and find a place where we can think over something in peace and quiet and look at it from a point of view and then look at it again from another point of view, right? That ability to really allow ourselves to not get caught up in the narrative, but find all of the different ways that something can be. And then the final one is balance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and so balance, we've got the ring finger coming up, connecting to the thumb, and then so you can see that there, right? And it's down. There you go. This is the Earth Mudra, and it says, "My life is a gift. I respect and value this gift and make the best of it." Isn't that a summation of all of the cards that we have done so far?
It's perfect. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a whole lot of work to do this month in terms of learning, forgiving, working through stuff, releasing. It's a full moon, so release what no longer serves you. Do a little burning ceremony. Write down what you want to release. Burn it safely, please. Fireproof, outside if possible.
All good things to be doing. Keeping it safe.
Keep it safe. So that is your readings for this month of December.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were on Twillow Lifestyle membership page, you would get this full 22 every month.
Every month. But we will be switching up some of the cards. So each year for January, we keep some and then we switch some out. So it'll be interesting. You'll get to see what the new year has in store if you go ahead and sign up for that free membership on Twillow Lifestyle. And then you're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff too. There's a lot of really great things on the site. So for those of you who have joined us, and we're here while we did the collective reading as a,
Thank
you for hanging with us. Go ahead and ask your questions. So I think that there's...
we have a couple here. I know Fun Boy here is there. But I think we had Rachel in first.
Yep.
And...
Ocean Garnet, if you're there, and Kaylee as well.
And Kaylee, yep. And if you're on with us right now and you want one, please let us know.
We're not going to do a whole lot, but for those of you who are, if you go ahead and pop your question in, we will go ahead and do one for you. So I think, Rachel, we don't have a question yet for you, I don't think.
No, just readings. Can I have one is what we had.
Okay.
So if you have a question, that would be better. Otherwise, we can do a general.
Yeah. So why don't we do Fun Boy, since there's a question there.
Yep.
Let us know you're still with us. Yep, he's here. Fun Boy's here. Okay, perfect. So general reading. All right, about the near future.
All right.
And then we'll come back, Rachel, if you're on, just to let us know what your question is.
Yeah. Let's see. Start out two. All right. Nice. Okay. Shall I start, Jen?
Go for it.
So, Fun Boy, I have your cards here. So I have simplify your life. First off, I cherish the simple pleasures in life. So there's some things there to clean up. I feel like there are things that you need to get done kind of for the end of the year to go forward fresh in the new year. So just cleaning up a few things. It's going to help free up some like brain space is what I'm feeling. Okay. This may mean some cleaning, like house cleaning too, but I really feel like it's more about cleaning up brain space to allow you to feel into more, because you're hearing messages from spirit. Okay. So allowing that to come through, it says, I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. So really feeling into that. And the feather is really sticking out for me on here, which is a lovely message. Often it's somebody who has passed who is bringing that forward for you. So feel into that. If so, and that means something for you, then they are there. Okay. The other thing is looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. So look for those gems of wisdom that are below the surface for you. So there's some stuff there. I feel like you're going to be doing some remembering. And it may be like past lives, wisdom from past lives. You're also struggling with something a little bit. And so just remember to pray from the heart. Okay. So prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. They can't help if we don't ask, because they can't intervene without permission. Okay. But when you do, your prayers are answered. So quick answering, right? Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So we have to release the expectation when we ask for help, because sometimes we get help in a different way. And hindsight, usually we're like, oh, that's why it happened that way. Because if it happened that way, it would have worked out the same way, right? So just trust that. Because the next one is trust the guidance you're receiving. So Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Michael is also present to clear away your worries so you can trust divine guidance, because you are that clear channel, right? We had that other card here. You are that clear channel. So trust the guidance. And you do have some change coming. So you are going to be moving through some type of change. I think it's more of a transformation in how you see things. Like there's like something like that going on. But it could be like it because of the cleaning house one there, it could be that you're moving. I'm feeling there could be two different scenarios there. But this one says change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. So if you're not aware of it yet, you may have an opportunity coming to move, to transform the place you live, something like that. But I also feel like there's a lot of like an inner transformation happening for you as well in this month, which came out in the group reading. So not that surprising, really. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Sending you lots of love.
Well, early on in the reading, you were talking about that stillness, and it fits so much with the cards that I got. So I have the Temple, the wisdom within, quieting external noise, right? So there's going to be this kind of need to quiet the external, whatever it is that's going on for you, so that you can bring in your own inner knowing. And I also got the Be Still card. So they're really honing in on this, like it's time to bring it down a little bit before any movement is going to happen. It says cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. And what's interesting is like it's almost like what I'm getting is that it's a difficult thing. Like even just tapping into it, I'm feeling this like kinetic energy almost. Like it's hard to just be, to be still and all of that. But you're being asked to step into the I am presence. And that energy is the light body activation to access the divine within. But in order to do that, like there has to be some grounding that is happening. And I got the faithfulness card. It says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, whatever that is for you, the universe, light, love, whatever that is. But it's the faithfulness card. And I think that there is a piece here about being able to be present with yourself, so that you're able to see what it is that's meant to come next, because you're going to find clarity in the moment if you're able to do that. And then I got, if you're having trouble with the grounding piece, hug somebody who wants a hug, but like hug somebody.
Don't force yourself on anything.
There's a groundingness to that when we have an opportunity to have a hug, because it allows for us to really feel that connectedness and then bring yourself back in, because you are a sacred vessel. It's the Mary Magdalene card. And it says, you are the answer, be guided to your purpose. And so I think all of this kind of settling and coming back to yourself is so that you're going to be able to know kind of what's next. And because the reading is for your near future, you're really being asked to do this right now. Right? To find some quiet and places of stillness and allow yourself to ground so that you can have that connection that's going to open you to, I think, some of the stuff that Tanys was sharing about what's coming and movement and all of that. So hope that helps.
Awesome. So I have Kaylee next on the list. And we did get your question, Rachel. Thank you. We'll do that one as well. Kaylee is wondering if she could get a reading on her new Lyran aspect that she's integrating, please.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. I have to take out more cards, guys.
And so this is really funny. So I very rarely use this deck, but they told me to use this one, the Cosmic Journey Oracle. And I was like, well, that makes sense. We're talking about a galactic journey. Let's see. Well, they're perfect cards for you. Okay. So the first one, coincidentally, and I did shuffle, is the universe. Okay. So it's just supporting that flow in the universe. And what's sticking out for me is this spiral here, right? So really spiraling into that energy to really feel into it. And there's a whole bunch of stars, of course, on there. So that's it's very much encouraging you to feel into that galactic stuff. And you'll love the next one, by the way. Divine Dragon, which we know is part of your journey. So the Divine Dragon, you'll see that it's like It's got the, never ending. It's in the, what is it called? The Ouroboros symbol, right? Where the snake is eating its tail. So it's like a continuous, because continuous infinity, right? And there's actually like 2 threes facing each other here, which almost looks like an infinity symbol as well. So there's something about infinite as well as threes in that. So threes may be an important number for you where that is concerned. And the other one is your lighthouse guides you home to the stars.
Yeah.
Right. So, so then I asked, like, what do you need to do to facilitate this integration? And I was told that it's going to renew your life, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to start to step into a more empowered place where you're going to get rid of this mental clutter. Okay. And so, like, throwing it off, getting rid of that. And you're going to start to look deeper. Those gems of wisdom. Of course, we have similar cards because, that happens in similar energy. So looking deeper at those gems of wisdom that are within, because that's where you're going to find all those answers, right? You're going to be revealing, well, actually, this one comes first. Sorry, they're telling me. Hearing messages from spirit. Again, it's saying, I am a clear channel for spirit, which we know that you are. So that's good. And then you're going to be revealing radiance. So there's lots of pearls of wisdom there. Okay. My light illuminates the world. So I'm also feeling, so there's what's coming through for this. You see how the pearl is in this shell and it's like held. I'm getting that concept or the energy of feeling held by this. So there's a lot of light coming from it, and it's a sense of being held. So as you go through this and you're starting to integrate, you're going to find that your vibration will go up a bit or a lot, depending, wherever it's meant to, of course. And then you are going to feel more held. Okay? So that's what I have for you. It's exciting. But these ones were absolutely amazing, right? Mm-hmm. No wonder they told me to get the deck for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Very true.
Okay. Got the water card, which is healing.
Beautiful.
And I got the reclaiming card, taking back fragments of your soul. Okay. So I was like, okay, what is it that we're healing? What is it that we're taking back? And I got the connection separation card. So it's about that idea of connection and then being separated, and then how do we come back to connection when something like that happens. And so there's a healing here that has to happen. And when I asked about that and what that looks like, I got take stock of your achievements. And so there's a piece here for you about integrating this, but you have to recognize where you've come, like to be able to understand the all of what this experience is bringing forward. Because I also got the Stone of Destiny. So there is a connection here that what is coming forward, I'm knocking stuff over. What's coming forward is actually meant to propel you forward. Even more in this lifetime. So what's coming from then is coming for this. It says life path, ambition, passion, and yes. And what came out with that as well is the chamber of manifestation. So what it seems like right now is that this energy is coming forward for healing. You're bringing back these fragments of your soul so that you can become whole. You can step into a place where you recognize the achievements that you have. You can heal this separation wound and actually step into your destiny because you have the ability to manifest that as this healing happens. And I know, Tanys, we've talked about this so much, but the ability to bring those fragments back has been exceptionally healing in terms of moving through this lifetime. And so this card, one of the caveats that it's talking about is like, create a space in your life to whisper your wildest dreams under the light of the moon. Such a perfect thing for tonight. Do it from a place of being in the joy of the present moment. Because what happens is, if we're not, we get into that pattern of like, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? And we're not enjoying what's happening in the present. And so it says, what do you most want to create in your life? And how can you be grateful for the present moment as you do so? So it's about finding that balance. That's what this manifestation is coming through. And so I think that what's happening here, or at least what's coming in this moment, is that this healing is going to happen. Don't worry about, all of where that's going to bring you. It's really just that what's next. What is it you want to bring forward next? And what is it now that's being called for you to do in order to take that next step? Because you're heading towards that destiny piece. So there is no stopping it. There's nothing in the way of it except for that being really present with what's coming through so that you can do this healing. So hope that helps.
Beautiful. We have one more. How are you feeling about adding that to the list, Jen?
So we've got Rachel, and then we've got, did Ocean put a question in?
Yes.
Okay.
We've had Lucinda come on as well and has asked for a general reading.
Sure. So that's three more we're doing?
Yeah. I think maybe we'll do that and then we'll close questions.
Yeah. Okay. So questions are closed now, and we'll do those 3.
Yeah. I don't have the banner for that, but questions are closed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't normally do live card readings on this one. So
no,
this is just a bonus.
So,
okay. So we're going to do Rachel because she was the first to.
Oh, well, I picked for Ocean.
Oh, you picked for Ocean? Okay.
Yeah. So that kind of a yes or no. So it's a shorter one for you, Ocean. A friend offered me a room. Offered me a room for me to rent in her new condo. Do you see me moving in soon? So I would say, if that is what you wish, because I got listen to your heart. Okay. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. So listen with your heart. Manifesting dreams. My dreams are coming true. So tap into your heart to see if it is what you want. Because then I went to my yes or no deck and I got moon and wish. So if you wish upon the moon, this one has like positivity, dreams, manifestation. And this one is the moon. And it says, sit with yourself in contemplation of your desired direction. What you release paves the way for new beginning. Ask the moon and the universe to guide you and know that you are supported. So I really feel like with both of those that you really need to go inside, talk to your guides, right? Listen to your heart and decide if it's what you want. They don't really want to give you a thing, but they're letting you know that they're helping you manifest whatever your heart truly desires. That's what I would say with that. Okay. So the invitation is to go inside and really feel into that, whether that is what you truly desire, because if it is, it could manifest. Yes. That's what I would say. I hope that's helpful.
Okay. Take this for what it is, because they're giving me some interesting stuff. I have to pick it up though, because my chair keeps getting stuck on them. There we go. Okay, so I did the Divine Timing Oracle deck, and I have way too many decks out right now. Okay, and then I got 2 different cards, which I think means that there's 2 different ways that this can go for you. So the first one says 2 months from now. Okay, so it's really like soon that something would happen. The other one I got is October. So that's like way further down the road. And so I was like, okay, tell me a little bit more about what's going on with these two options. And what I got, I was kind of like, oh, okay, I don't quite understand. So with the October one, I got the charge ahead card, which I thought, well, that's like the later one. So I'm not really sure how that fits in. It says, embrace courage and determination, forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome obstacles. And so I thought maybe the obstacle is actually staying right now. If you stay, then there's like some things that are going to have to be overcome or some issues that are going to have to be seen. And the other card that I got with that is cutting edge. So slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. And so I thought, okay, so if you don't move soon and you stay, there's going to be some things that you're going to have to work through, but it means that you may actually be able to open to something even better that's down the road for you. And then with the two months from now, the soon one, I got the flame of courage. And it says, ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows and fear. So I think that this quick move, there might be some fear around it of like jumping or doing something too soon. And if that's the case, that's kind of what it seems like is coming up here. And I got decoding messages, the dream card with this within 2 months one. And so I think that there's like messages coming through and things that are showing up for you that you're trying to figure out, but maybe it just doesn't seem quite clear. With the October one, I got the miracle card. And the miracle card says opportunity comes knocking. So I think this is really interesting, right? Like if you wait, there's all of this like maybe stuff that you have to get through, but even the cutting edge says that you're slicing through those obstacles to carve a path towards your dreams. And then this miracle card comes out talking about opportunities come knocking. So I don't know if you're meant to move in with your friend or not, because I think like Tana said, it could go either way.
Yeah.
But don't jump into something just because it's there for you. Like really pay attention to the messages, pay attention to what is showing up to decide what is actually the correct choice for you, right? So feel into it. I don't know if you know your human design, to know what your authority is, to really sit with, whatever that is, your, the strategy that's best for you.
Yeah.
But I think that there's some hesitation with this offer, and you need to notice that and pay attention to the signs that are there, and don't do it out of fear. If that's kind of what's like, there's this like push to just do it, make sure that motivation is right before you make that leap. So hope that helps.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel that hesitation that Jen's talking about too. So yeah, make the decision out of love for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ocean Garnet, I'll take him off the list. We have Rachel. And I will go back and just say hello to Jessica Linn. It's nice to have you join us. We closed the questions just before you came on. So unfortunately, you'll have to come back another time. We'll probably be back mid-month or something to do some more readings. But for tonight, we've closed the questions. We actually don't normally do readings with our group readings, but we decided to do just a few because there were a couple on. And we have one other one right on here somewhere. Where was it? Lucinda. Mm-hmm. There it is. Okay, I'll put a star on that one too. So Rachel, I'd love some help with healing my grief. I'm doing a lot to help myself, but I'm still sad about Ollie, and I love him so much. I'm trying to change the trajectory of my life to honor him. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. I think the reason you're feeling it so deeply is that you guys have a past life together as well. Is that what you got too? Mm-hmm. Yep, past life. You can't. No. So this situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. So ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn and heal from that past life. Okay? Because you know that you're really close to him, and that's like that soulmate energy. And he was like a familiar to you, right? Which is stronger than just an animal-human relationship. That's a soul relationship. And so I really feel there's this past life history there. And I did get this one as well, which, I mean, twin flames, meaning there's a soul relationship, right? It's not a romantic in that sense, in what, of course, you've been, what you, in this lifetime. But it's a spiritually based relationship. That's what this card is indicating, okay? And emotional sensitivity came out. And so this one says, honor and respect your deep sensitivity. It is a gift to us all. Okay. So yeah, it's heavy, right? To be on earth as an empath right now. It is very much something that we really have to honor and just really be in that at the moment and just allow ourselves to be emotional as it is, right? I think this week in particular, people have been doing that. I've been doing it. You know, we've had those sort of like moments where it's just a lot. And I think with the grief that you're feeling right now as well, it's just adding to it. All this other energy is just adding to the grief. So please just be gentle with yourself and honor that emotional sensitivity. And you got the heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. And you know that he's not gone, right? He's still with you. He's a soulmate. So he's still going to be with you. You will feel that if you tap into your heart. Okay. And then there's also these, which I think I want to just caution how you interpret these. Because it's about cutting cords. So ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. And you got cancel, clear, and delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. And so this is really like when you're ready, right? Allow yourself to go through all of this stuff first before you start thinking you're going to just cut the cords now, right? It is encouraging you to just sit in the emotion of it for the moment, and then you can cut the cords. And this is more to cut the negative cords. It doesn't cut love cords, right? Cutting cords is not about cutting love cords.
No, and what's coming with that, Tanys, because there's the other piece of it, right, about the negative thoughts. It's like you have to cut the cords that make you think that you're separated.
Yeah.
Right? Like the cords that are there that have these beliefs of impermanence and separation and all of that. Those are the cords that have to go, because those are the cords that are going to maintain the suffering part of this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Nicely put, Jen. Thank you. Mm-hmm. So that's why that's there, right? It's not about letting him go, because he's still there.
You can't.
That's why I cautioned you, and I said, just hear me out, right? Don't jump to conclusions on how we're going to interpret this, because that's pretty different from. So really go in and let yourself feel the emotions and honor that. You know, be okay with being that sensitive person, because it is a gift to the world. The sensitivity that we have is a gift to the world. Okay, and I'm sending you so much love.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you find your way through that. Okay.
I just want to place hold that. Okay. So the past life thing came for me too. Visit the Akasha. And the other piece to this is we have the ability to visit anybody in our experience who has been a part of our life in that space as well. So yes, I think that there was potentially past life connections. That's what happens with familiars. They are definitely not their first time around with us. Yeah. And then I got the dreams card again, decoding messages. And so I think that what this is telling me is Ollie's trying to give you messages. And I think that part of it is that grief because of that separation belief that's there, it's hard. You're not necessarily always seeing them or getting them. I think you probably are seeing some, but I think he's giving you way more, and you're not necessarily catching all of them because of what's happening. It's so funny. Like, I feel like he's like, yeah, he's really with you. And so have courage was the next card that came out, right? Like, it's okay. And it's okay to grieve and to go through our grieving process, but just be really mindful about what it is that we're grieving, right? We're grieving the feeling of loss within this experience. And one of the beautiful things that can help us with that is to recognize that that connection is still there and it's still active, and that's not going to change or go away. And then I got the evolution card saying, I welcome change. And I know that that is hard. It is hard to welcome change when we don't want things to change, and when change happens without our permission, right? And so it says, change me, divine beloved, into one who knows we can evolve and be open at any age. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways, and allow me to trust the process, diving ever deeper into your love. So really holding space for that connection is going to also help with that grief processing. And then the other cards that came out, I got the Wisdom Keeper card and the Unleash Your Passion. So the Wisdom Keeper says, a new perspective, study, and learning. So I think that you are also being called, and take distraction for what it is, but sometimes we do need to help ourselves to break out of the cyclical patterns, especially when we're suffering. So finding something that you can unleash your passion with can also help you in that healing process. Because if we get stuck in that suffering, that's all we know. That's where we stay. But to be able to find something that's going to unleash that passion for you is going to not only help you with all of this, but it's going to help you to see the signs as well. And that, I think, is going to hold a lot more space, because I got the You Are Wanted card, right? And it says, there is a home waiting within. And I think that, again, especially when we're talking about familiars and those energies that are so deeply entwined with us, even if we don't have them in the external experience the way we're used to, they are in that home within. And so I think, again, this is just another sign of Ali telling you, like, I'm right here and I love you. And so the final card, the one that I put the little stick in, is I was told to shuffle this deck, and I'm shuffling it. And this one card is just keeps coming out on top, but it wasn't flying out of the deck like all of the other ones. It's the Chamber of Surrender. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And it says, whatever your dreams are, this idea of healing something that's all consuming, surrender is the key. The card comes with a message of hope and encouragement, telling you not to lose heart and to remember to keep telling yourself, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. And in that space, as hard as that is, it allows us to sit with the emotions so that we can really process them, so that we can release them and then open to what is possible. So I hope that helps. I'm sending you so much love. Some Nocti too, right, Tanys? For that great relief. Mm-hmm. And know that you are not alone and that Ali is with you.
Mm-hmm. He is. And I know you feel him, right? And the grieving process is to move from that feeling him making you sad to feeling him making you happy that he's there still. Yeah. So. And our last one of the night is Lucinda, who would like a general. Okey-dokey. So are you still with us, Lucinda? Just give us a hello, please. You do have your card, so you can probably come back for it if you aren't here, but go ahead anyway. She can always come back.
Okay. Well, I don't know if Jess is still around.
Too. Yeah, that's true. Oh, she's here. Okay,
Here.
perfect. Thank you. All right. So for you, Lucinda, communicating freely. I communicate from the depths of my being. So you're being called to communicate, please, with love and compassion, because we got a little heart here. A little heart. Communicate with love and compassion. That's going to help you to start doing some of this, healing the past. Okay. So really, I step into my future with strength and clarity. So you see all those little stones? We're just culling those stones. And you'll see as well, this is bamboo. So the little shoots that you see, right? All of a sudden they spurt up. So that means big healing jumps this month for you. Actually, I think yours is, oh yeah, jump. So trust the guidance you're receiving. So Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I'm also present to clear away worries so you can trust your divine guidance. This is my Archangel Michael deck. So when it says I, it's Archangel Michael, okay? You're worried, so trust your divine guidance, right? You are tapping into stuff, so allow that to filter through, okay? Because that's how you're going to start to be in flow, okay? Flowing with, like being in the flow of the universe and going with the flow is going to be important. I'm in the flow of the universe, it says. So the moon is also, you know, trusting the intuition. So it's also a card. This is also what's coming forward for me is you doing journey work. That's going to help move forward on that healing journey. There's going to be some journey work there for you to do. So I don't know if you've done that before, but like shamanic work, I feel like there's some of that, or some guided meditation that's going to come forward for you. Okay. And that's going to help you to reveal radiance. You've got some pearls within there that you're going to tap into by doing that journey work. Okay. It says, my light illuminates the world. And that's how you're going to end up making progress, making those big jumps and leaps in your healing journey, is really tapping into that. And then when you're done that, it's time to play. Because let's face it, healing is tiring and heavy often. So then it will be time to play. Don't forget to play. It says you're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Right? Mm-hmm. So a little bit of work, a little bit of play, a little bit of work, a little bit of play is what's coming through. Embrace this magical moment. You're in the perfect energetic space to manifest miracles. So allow your wishes to be fulfilled. Okay? So that means you're in the perfect space to make progress for this for yourself. So tap into that divine timing to really create what you want to create in your life. And it's all about healing healing is about that learning, right? It's learning about yourself, allowing yourself to sit in that, and then moving forward and into acceptance. And so that's where I feel you're really going to make some leaps in the next month or so, is jumping into that. Okay? So I hope that's helpful. Yes, Ocean, thank you. A little bit of work, a little bit of play.
Yeah. Okay.
We're more productive that way. But
absolutely. Okay. I think a little bit of work and a little bit of play is a great thing. I got a few things here that kind of speak to that too. But there's also something else that's coming out in the cards in terms of something that needs to be looked at or worked through. So I don't know if this is another person or if this is with yourself, but there's something here that is not as it seems. Okay. So I got the Eclipse of Concealment. And it says, navigate through the eclipse of concealment, understanding the cyclical nature of hidden phases and awakening revelations. I mean, revolutions too, man, but you know.
Inner revolutions. My goodness, that's healing for sure.
They wipe you though in their healing process.
Yes. It's a person from the past, she says.
Okay. And then I got soul whispers. So look beyond the words and hear what is really being said. And then I got harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of the gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. And so the three of those cards, they all flew out of this deck together. Makes me feel like there is a stilling that needs to happen, but there's something a bit turbulent going on for you right now. And so if it's a person from your past, maybe you're just thinking about them, or they're coming back up, or maybe they're going to try to come back in. I don't know. But there is this need to navigate and know what is actually there. And I got guidance is golden. Okay. So don't go through this alone. But really like check in with your friends, check in however with, loved ones that can help you, because there's a clarity that needs to come, and it's there, but it's not there yet, is what it seems like. And so there's going to be an unfolding that's going to happen. And then I got the sanctuary and the temple. So again, there's this like need for that wisdom within, that quieting the external noise. And I think that this is really saying, like, again, to that soul whispers, like listening behind the words to hear what's really being said. If you're able to stay within that quiet wisdom within, you're going to be able to quiet that external noise. You're not going to necessarily be pulled by the that might come at you, especially if the is meant to make it hard for you to see clearly what's coming up. And if you're able to move through that, I got the sanctuary, which is harmony and balance, joy and contentment, right? So again, like this isn't bad. It actually means that there's going to be things that are going to come to light for you that are going to help. And then I got, I put it in the book because I am actually going to read some stuff out of here for you. It's the Shekinah. It's make sacred space. Okay. So I don't know, like when you talk about relationship or person from your past, if they were in your personal space, but a big part of this is about energy clearing and energy clearing in your home. So it says the energy in your home is stagnant. Someone else's energy is affecting your life. It's time for a clear out. Uplift your mood. Crystals will bring you positive benefits. And so I think that there is a clearing that needs to happen so that you're able to really just be done with whatever all of this is. And it says home is where the heart is. So really taking the time to make your home what you want it to be, and clearing out anything that doesn't belong, anything that doesn't serve you anymore, and anything that holds that memory. And then I got two like really, really great cards. I got Hope, which is Manifest Magic. And I got Holy Amethyst, which is Psychic Gifts Awakening. And so the other side of all of this, in terms of being able to tap into seeing what's there, even if it's not what's being shown to you, or hearing behind the words, can also be part of this psychic gift awakening piece. So really getting in that space of clarity and also cleaning out all of the old energy that doesn't serve you anymore is going to help you to step into that place. And as you do so, let me drop the card. As you do so, befriend pleasure. So to Tanys's play, that ability to really find joy, right? Like I've got the harmony, balance, and joy card, and the befriend. Wow, why can't I say befriend tonight? Befriend pleasure. Yeah, and I think that a big piece of all of that for you is going to be that the more you trust you, because you're in that place of being in the still waters, that calm inner stillness, the rest of it's not going to bother you as much. You're clearing all of that out. And then all of this other beautiful stuff can manifest for you. So I hope that helps.
Beautiful. Yeah, to the cleaning the house, she said she feels his energy sometimes. And so she fights it. And she's very clairsentient and clairaudient.
Yeah.
So all of those cards that you just said, those are all related to that, right? So
absolutely.
Very good. Yeah. Well, guys, this has been a fun adventure.
It has been.
And it is time for us to say goodnight. But we wish you all a wonderful, wonderful evening, week, month. And yeah, lots of love to all of you. It's a day. Happy full moon. That is the other thing.
Happy full moon. And if you popped in late, like if you came on just while we were doing these readings, go back and rewatch, because this is also the collective reading for December. So we did the 22, which was really like a lot more than that, card reading for December. So that's going to be, posted. So go ahead back and see what December holds in store. There's a lot of transformation coming.
There is, yeah. So take a look at that. And so we wish you lots of love and we bid you good night.